It is Saturday, November 16th, and we are back out here at Old Faithful. We are in my dad's blind. We were able to sneak in this afternoon. Already got looks like a doe and a fawn, 2 does over there by the water hole. So luckily we were able to get up the ladder and get in the blind without them getting us. So that's always a plus. But it is about 2:15 in the afternoon. Weather says an east wind. It is everywhere wind. It's coming from all over the place. So we're gonna keep the windows closed and sit back, relax. It's about 62, 63 degrees, bluebird sky day. Hopefully one of these big boys wants to get up on their feet and come in here and check some of these does and fawns. So we're gonna sit back, relax, and whatever we see this afternoon, we're gonna bring it to you. Yesterday afternoon's hunt, ended up seeing like 16 to 18 different does and fawns, and we had the same buck that we filmed last Sunday afternoon come back out. Last Sunday he was kind of right behind the cut corn in low light conditions, couldn't really see him on the camera, I didn't think, so I let him not take the shot, plus we had rain moving in that night. But yesterday afternoon, with about 35 minutes or so left illegal, he popped back out down there by the soft side redneck blind in the water hole, kind of pushed a couple does around. It got kind of crazy there for a second. I wasn't able to open the window I was filming out of because we had 2 does and a fawn like literally right here by the scrape post, and they were staring at the blind the whole entire time as I was moving around. I was able to get the window to the left open, was able to tuck the gun in there. He was standing broadside as I was getting the camera ready, and then once I got back over to get ready to get the gun on him, he kind of moved back another 8 to 10 yards and ended up being quartering away a lot more than what I had thought at that time. put the crosshairs on, pulled the trigger. I did aim a little bit back because I knew he was somewhat quartering away. I just didn't realize how far quartering away he was. So I aimed a little back and ended up hitting low and back, which is not good. I did look at the point of impact last night and saw nothing, but it is muzzleloader. Didn't go into the woods, didn't do anything, didn't try to push in there, just completely backed out. My dad's on his way right now. We're gonna check back and see if we can find some hair, a little bit of blood or anything, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so whatever we see, we'll end up bring you along for that, and maybe we find him, and if not, hopefully he's running around and he'll be back on the vine scrape over there that we had a video of him on a couple nights ago. So fingers crossed. There's blood on that tree too.
This one?
Yeah. Alright guys, well here he is. We filmed this buck on November 10th, last Sunday. He came out with about 5 to 10 minutes left or so of legal. I was able to get the gun on him, got the camera on him. He was standing behind some standing corn though, so I couldn't really get a good look at him. I went home that night, reviewed the footage on the computer, saw this little nub right here on his left main beam, and I knew it was this buck. He's been hitting our vine scrape that we set up in the summer almost every night, and knew that he was a good looking buck and definitely a shooter in our area. We hunted yesterday afternoon. We saw anywhere between 16, 18 different does and fawns or so, and then about 35 minutes or so, this buck decided to come out. He kind of hit a scrape right out in front of us. He was around 90, 95 yards or so away. He came out by the water trough by the soft side redneck blind that we've been sitting in. I was able to get the gun out the window and put that R3 Bushnell scope on him. It really worked well in the low light conditions. I knew the deer was quartering away, so I aimed a little bit farther back, pulled the trigger, and of course smoke went everywhere. I do know the deer took off immediately at the point of impact. I rewatched the footage on the camera and I wasn't very excited to see what I saw. I knew I hit the deer low and back, let the sun go all the way down. After about 45 minutes or so in the dark, got down, went and looked for blood, couldn't find anything, so I backed out. Unfortunately, the coyotes already got to him and tore him up pretty bad. We're still gonna cape him out. I got a perfect spot picked out on the wall for him. There's another good Tennessee whitetail. This is very similar to the split G2 buck we harvested on the last day of the year last year. Very excited to have this whitetail. We had 2 really good hunts. Been able to film this buck. Moving forward, that leaves us with the wide 8 out here that we can still chase. I really hope my dad gets an opportunity at that buck. I'll be bouncing around between the different properties and that new property that we introduced at the very beginning of the year. I'm going to try to get a lot of sits out there and really figure out how the deer are moving through there. Very happy that we were able to find this deer. Like I said, the shot I didn't think was very great. It was disappointing on my end, and I should have made a better shot. But still happy to close the chapter on this buck and move forward and look forward to the rest of the season.